Hi guys, welcome to another pick a card video from the Random Burrito. And today we are just asking the universe, the powers that be, what's in store for you in the next 4 weeks. Again, what's in store for you in the next 4 weeks. So I have 4 cards for you to choose from. Feel free to pause the video and find the card that really calls out to you. Maybe it sparks a certain feeling or ignites a specific memory. Just look inward and just go with your first instinct. Feel free to pause the video and, just like before, take a look at the description box below to jump right onto your reading. So, see you in your reading. If you chose card number 1, then this is your reading. Let's start first with your tarot. Again, we're asking the universe what's in store for you in the next 4 weeks. All right, let's see. We have the Sun, the Star, we have the King of Diamonds or the King of Pentacles, we have Judgment, and lastly we have the Ten of Pentacles. All right, it seems that this reading is about finances or career, my pile 1 group. At the center of your pile, we have the King of Diamonds, the King of Pentacles, the card of Taurus, the fixed earth sign. And this is about stability. This is about laying down the foundations. All right. I see that you have pursued your happiness. You have pursued what you felt like would make you happy. You felt like this is your soul's purpose. You've been enjoying it. You've been relishing every moment of it because it's what you wanted and it made you happy. And right now you are reaping the benefits. You know, you're very stable at where you are right now. But what I'm seeing that's coming for you with a judgment card is that everything that you have right now is being amplified. The judgment card is amplifying what's there, and it will be about revealing who you are to yourself and to others around you. What I'm sensing is that you will have a trial, you will have a challenge that's coming your way that would really test your character. And if you play your cards right, you will have more stability, more finances, and more material wealth, you know? So I can see that you are really happy where you are right now. Things are going your way, but there's an opportunity. Again, there's a challenge that would really ask you to elevate who you are. This could be maybe a chance at a promotion, maybe a project that will be given to you, something that will really bring out your character. You know, the people around you may not know you more than just being a face in the office or, you know, or in Zoom calls because we're doing online mostly. But this challenge will really cement yourself um, in your career or in your workplace or wherever you are right now. And you will reveal your true colors to them and to yourself. And if you're able to rise to the challenge, then expect magnificent things to follow. So let's see what the oracle have to say to that. Let's see what other additional information or insight we can get. All right. See, the oracle cards are echoing what the tarot cards are saying. We have here Starseed. What lights you up? See, you followed this path, the path of happiness, joy, and the path of your dreams, you know? Things are very stable right now. You feel like you couldn't want more, but the universe is asking you to look back, to remind yourself why are you doing it in the first place? What gets you excited? Okay? You need to find that again. And here, warrior woman, how have you answered your deepest calling? So whether you're a man, woman, or however you identify yourself, the warrior woman is about your deepest calling. All right. The star is about your soul's true goal, your soul's true purpose. And with the judgment card, this will be made known to you and to everyone around you. There's a lot of revelation that will be happening in the next 4 weeks. And with the Starseed and Warrior Woman cards, they are just echoing what the tarot cards are saying. You know, you are on a throne, on a pedestal, held aloft by your achievements. But are you really where you are in terms of answering your true calling? Is where you are right now really your soul's deepest passion, your soul's true purpose? In the next 4 weeks, you will find that out for yourself, and you and the whole world or the people around you will know the answer, will know the truth as well. So, lastly, let's take our Lenormand and see what other additional insights or information we can get regarding your um, situation, or your reading for the next 4 weeks. Tree, stork, mice, bouquet, and okay, another star. So we have the star and we have star for Lenormand. They both mean the same thing. They both mean following your dreams and goals and aspirations. All right. So I can see that you have you've been facing issues when it comes to growth and transitioning or moving to the next part of your life. Again, the King of Diamonds or the King of Pentacles is about stability. It's about the fixed earth sign. It's not about transition, it's about stability. And with stability, sometimes there's stagnation there, but soon this feeling of stagnation, of being rooted to where you are, will soon fade away. And what will replace is a beautiful opportunity for you to follow your true dream, your true goal. All right. So, again, for my Pile 1 group, the next 4 weeks would be about coming out of your comfort zone, being faced with an opportunity to shake things up, to find something, or, this opportunity to reveal what is it that you really want, who you really are deep inside. And again, if you play your cards right, you'll have material success, stability. All right. So that's it for you, my Pile 1 group. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed your reading, and see you in our next videos. Bye bye. If you chose card number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's ask the cards what's in store for you in the next 4 weeks, starting with your tarot cards. We have the Devil. We have the Queen of Spades. We have the Lovers. We have the King of Clubs or the King of Wands. And lastly, we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so as you can see at the center of your deck or at the center of your pile, we have the Lovers. So more or less, I'm getting the vibe that this is a love reading for you. But let's get additional information from our Lenormand first. Clover, fish, rider, birds, and whip. All right. So I can see that this is a relationship that's heading towards a lot of trials and tribulations. So if you're single right now, then you will be given a chance to meet someone that you really like. someone that you've been, or when you meet them, you'll feel very obsessed with them. All right. But if you're already in a committed relationship, then I can see that you guys are, being obsessed with each other already. In fact, you feel like this person really brightens up your day. They're like your little lucky charm. They've given you a lot of things that you'll be happy about. That's why you're so into them. The devil is about being chained down, it's being obsessed, all right? Again, this is a love reading, so more or less a love reading. So I can see that you guys are into each other. And then we have the Queen of Swords with fish. So what I'm sensing here is that you are trying to being very quite distant. You try not to be so into the other person. You try to maintain a certain distance, all right? And you feel like this is going well for you because you want intimacy, but you also want me time, all right? You love being in a relationship, but at the same time, you also want space in the sense that you don't want the relationship to be the definition of who you are. All right. I can see that you are kind of objective towards the whole thing. You try to keep a certain distance from it. You don't want to be consumed by the devil. And that's going plenty well for you. I mean, very well for you. There's a certain level of understanding between you and your partner if you're in a relationship. But if you're single, you'll find yourself kind of distancing from this person. You're trying to guard your feelings and you think that it's doing well for you. But with the lovers in between and the rider, it seems that no matter how far you keep yourself apart, no matter how much you distance yourself from each other, you will always find that you will always look for each other. The rider is about the quest. It's about looking for something. It's about travel. It's seeking. And with the lover's card here, no matter how much you try to pull away from each other, there's just a certain level of magnetism that's pulling you close again and again. No matter how you want to avoid each other, no matter how you tell your emotions to calm themselves, no matter how much you try to, um, you know, keep it cool, you can't hide it, The emotions will just show. And if you're in a relationship, the feelings are just going to get more intense. Intimacy will be there always. If you are single, no matter how much you try to avoid this person, you will bump into them every now and then. Maybe there's a song that will remind you of them. It seems like you just can't escape them. All right. And with the King of Clubs or the King of Wands and Birds, you guys will be the center of gossip. And more or less, you guys will enjoy it. So, what I'm seeing here is that the King of Clubs is a card of Leo, and birds are about friends, chatter, gossip. And Leo, in general, they enjoy being the center of attention. So what I'm guessing is that your relationship, your connection will be the talk of the town. People will talk a lot about you. They will talk about your ups and downs. You will be the next will they, won't they couple. People are going to talk about when your guys are going to get married, when you guys are going to have children. So basically, there's just no hiding from this feeling. Not from yourself, not from others. Everything will be in public view. Everything will be, you know, um, in the newspapers, so to speak. And with the three of diamonds and whip, I can see that everything will happen very fast. You will fall hard, you will fall deep, and so this would require you to work really hard to maintain the spark going, to maintain the spark burning. Whip is about um, criticism, judgment. It's about, like discipline. And the Three of Pentacles is about hard work. It's about collaboration to make something happen. So, what I'm getting here is that for this connection to work, whether you're single or in a relationship already, you really have to work harder than ever before to maintain this type of connection, to get things together, to hold things together. Because I can see that there's a stress on your relationship or in this connection already. Being pressured by society, being the talk of the town, and as much as you love each other, you kind of want space from each other, but you guys are being brought together even closer by the universe. So, again, if you're single, just to recap, you will find someone whom you will like very much. They will seem like a lucky charm. Meeting them would feel, like a lucky day in a year. And despite your overflowing feelings for them, you will find yourself distancing from them. You're trying to protect your heart. You've been hurt before. But no matter how much you avoid this connection, you two will always gravitate towards each other. There's just no escaping it. And people are going to talk about you, whether you want it or not. People are going to speculate, The walls have ears, news have wings, you will be the talk of the town. And if you want this connection to last long, if you want to keep the spark burning, so to speak, it's going to take some effort on both of your parts. If you're already in a relationship, I'm sensing that your devotion will grow stronger for each other, but societal pressure, all eyes are on you, and you guys need to talk it out if you want the relationship to remain stable, to remain strong. All right? So let's see what's in store for you, or rather, some advice from the oracle cards. Let's see what message they have. All right. So you have here the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So this card is about being proactive in what the universe is already giving you. Again, they can only do so much to bring you together, but staying together is a choice. All right? Meeting another person, meeting or having a connection with another soul might be a coincidence. It might just be a cosmic happenstance, but choosing to maintain that connection, it means that you are proactively choosing it day after day. And we have here inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. All right. So I can see that you may try to deny your feelings. You may try to avoid catching the feels, so to speak, especially if you're single. But follow your heart, you know? Based from what I'm seeing here, the worst case scenario is that people are going to talk about you, and no matter what you do, people are gonna talk about you no matter what. So I guess this is your chance to go ahead. Dive right into your next relationship, to your next commitment, or to your next connection. So I hope this reading was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed my group too. And see you in our next videos. Bye bye. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. Let's start first with your tarot cards. We have the Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Diamonds. We have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Hearts. We have the High Priestess. Oh, I'm sorry, the Empress. And we have the King of Hearts, or the King of Cups. And from your Lenormand, we have Dog, Man, or Animus. We have Tree, Bouquet, and Key. Alright, so based on what I'm getting here, this is a promise of a new romance. One that is better from one that you had. And if this would be your first, then this one promises a great deal of potential, you know, full of promises. So I can see that right now you feel like you don't need anyone else in your life. You're surrounded by wealth, financial success. You're surrounded by loyal friends. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. It's one of the best cards that you can get when we're talking about financial and material success, all right? But what's better than a 9? Of course, it's a 10. And things are doing well for you, but you can't shake the feeling that there really is something that's missing. Sometimes you can't put your finger around it, but you know deep inside that, you know, you just need that one special sizzling oomph in your life to make it feel more or less complete. Okay? And with the Dog card here, it means that you are really surrounded by loyal friends, and you consider them to be great treasures, you know. And next we have the Emperor paired with the Man, or Animus, male energy. This is interesting because the Emperor is the divine male energy incarnate, and the Animus is about male energy. So there is synchronicity going on here. And with the Emperor, it means that you will meet, or maybe you have already met, someone who exudes a healthy male energy. What do I mean by that? Someone who knows how to take charge, someone who protects and oversees things, someone who is established, more or less, but someone who is in touch with his emotions. He is not cruel, he is not overly emotional, but he seems to strike a really good balance. And he is very objective, very results based. So let's see what's in store for you and this Emperor. By the way, the Emperor is the card of Aries, the cardinal fire sign, which means this person could be born around March or April. And at the center of your spread is the Ace of Hearts, or the Ace of Cups, paired with the Tree. So what it means is that your connection with this person will only start to grow if you allow it to grow. So the Ace of Hearts, or the Ace of Cups, is water, and the Tree is about foundation, like starting the roots of something that will grow into something that bears fruit, you know. Like a tree has roots, it bears fruit. And with the Ace of Cups, that means that it's a promise of an emotionally fulfilling connection with this Emperor energy. All right, so there's a very big opportunity for this connection to bloom and flourish. And with our next cards, this will be further supported. Why? Because the Empress is about, or is a representation of Venus, divine feminine energy. And Bouquet is a very feminine card. It's about beauty. Um, it's about abundance. It's about you know, everything that's wonderful and attractive, and the Empress embodies that. beautiful inside and out. You have the Emperor and the Empress in your spread, connected by the Ace of Hearts or the Ace of Cups. So there's no denying that this connection is really strong. The synchronicities are just really strong. You can't deny it. This is a really strong reading with regards to a potential love connection. If you are already with someone, then I'm feeling that this connection will only grow stronger. This will be like a level up in your relationship. If you are still single, then you will meet someone who would be your equal, who would be the yin to your yang, a beautiful counterpart to the masculine energy that they are bringing. So, here on the last pair of cards, we have the King of Hearts and Key. So, being in touch with your emotions, being honest with yourself, with what you're feeling, is the key to making this connection really take off. The King of Cups is about, it's the card of Scorpio. And Scorpio energy is intense, all right? Scorpio energy is about embracing the full depth of your emotions. If you're happy and you know it, feel it in every bone of your body. If you're sad, acknowledge that you're sad. Take control of, manage that emotion. You know, you feel Scorpio energy is about honoring every emotion that you have and reveling in them. All right. Scorpios don't deny their feelings. They don't hide it. And it's not like they wear their emotions on their sleeves, but they acknowledge it, you know. They recognize that energy is emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. And, you know, you shouldn't hide from them. You need to acknowledge them and address them and just feel them. All right? So, this is a really intense connection that you will be having with this person. If you already have a romantic connection with someone that clearly describes the yin, the yang, the masculine and feminine energy that I'm talking about, rest assured that this reading within the next 4 weeks will mean that it will be more intense. The relationship will level up. There's a new chapter that will start for you. All right, a really beautiful reading for you guys. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say, or like additional information for you guys. Additional advice. So here we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So this card is about being proactive. You know, you're not just a witness to this connection happening. You are making this happen. All right. So take charge. And lastly, we have Starseed. What lights you up? So if this connection sparks interest, brings out the best in you, makes you be the better person that you are, then the cards are saying invest more time in it. If not, then maybe find a different type of connection or discover what's wrong in this current connection. But either way, the promise of the universe is that a new chapter will begin for you romantically. All right? Thank you so much, my group number 3 people, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. See you in our next videos. If you chose pile number 4, then this is your reading. Let's start first with your tarot cards. We have the 10 of Wands, or the 10 of Clubs. We have the Empress. We have the King of Hearts. We have the King of Diamonds. We have Judgment. All right. And let's see what's in store for you, paired with our Lenormand. Coffin, Garden, Snake, Anima, and Clouds. All right. So this is a very tough next 4 weeks for you, my pile number 4 people. So let's see what the cards are saying. So I can see that you are feeling overwhelmed right now. The 10 of clubs or the 10 of wands is about feeling overwhelmed, you know? You feel like you chewed more than what you can swallow. You feel like there's too much on your plate and you just want it to end, all right? But what the cards are saying is that you need to remind yourself that this burden that you are feeling right now, it's because you wished for this to happen. You manifested this dream, you know? This burden that you're feeling, this is abundance, all right? Maybe you wanted a promotion, a higher paying job, but the drawback is that it has more workload, it's more tiresome. In fact, I can see that with garden, you may have sacrificed time with friends, you may not be going out, or you may not be relaxing compared to what you were doing before. But the Empress and the Garden is here to remind you that these are sacrifices that we need to make, all right? For the sake of abundance, for the sake of material abundance. So, what I'm seeing here at the middle of your deck, or your spread rather, we have the King of Hearts or the King of Cups paired with Snake. So I can see that at work, maybe you have a rival, someone that you think is opposing you. And this person is giving off some Scorpio energy. They can be very intense and they can be very critical at work. But the cards are saying that despite the ill feeling that you may have for this person, despite the animosity you have with this person at work, they have a lot of valuable knowledge to share. They have a lot of wisdom to impart to you. And, you know, they may be the reason why you think your current situation is overbearing or too much. But deep inside, they have some wisdom to impart to you, okay? And their advice is to tap onto your more feminine side, tap onto your more passive energy, all right? Maybe you are meeting this person head on, all right? You can't fight fire with fire. One has to be water, one has to be the cooler head. And by feminine energy, this is the energy that mediates. This is the energy that looks for healing and nurturing, all right? And with the King of Diamonds, the card of Taurus, it's all about finding what's comfortable, all right? It's about finding what works in the long run, all right? It's not about who is necessarily better than who. It's about winning in the end. It's about a win-win situation, all right? So, you know, find a situation that will make everything more comfortable for both of you, all right? Come to an agreement. It's time to be somewhat a mediator in all of this. And in the end, with the Judgment and Clouds, it means that the situation between you two could go either way. It could further damage the already fragile connection that you have with this person at work, or this could reveal who you are, who they are to everyone around you, and all the doubts and anxieties will disappear, because the clouds has two sides, the darker and the lighter side, and the judgment is rather neutral card. It is a revelation. It is about revealing the truth of who you are to the world and to yourself. So this connection that you have, I'm feeling mostly this is at work. It's kind of tumultuous already. You're feeling overwhelmed. They're not feeling satisfied. Maybe they want to push you because they see more potential in you, but you don't like their approach. Either way, don't fight fire with fire. You know, find a way to make harmony work back into the relationship again. And at the end of the 4 weeks, there will be like an evaluation of sorts, a test, if you will. And the results of this test could go either way. It could further damage your relationship with this person, or it could drive away whatever wrong misconceptions you have about each other. All right? So it's a very intense reading, and I attribute it to the King of Hearts and Judgment card. The King of Hearts is the card of Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto, and Judgment is the card of Pluto. And these are very intense energies. You have intense energy that you will be working towards within the next 4 weeks. And so try to play it cool. All right? Cooler heads will always prevail in the end. Here we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. All right. So what did I tell you about judgment? It will reveal who you are. So there will be an awakening. All right. This is a trial. This is a challenge. The next 4 weeks will be a challenge for you. And at the end of it, something inside you that's been sleeping will be awakened. A new version of you. All right. And lastly, we have boundaries. So where do you need to establish better boundaries? All right. So, you know, the Empress is about bounty, about harvest. Judgment and Scorpio, or the King of Hearts, is about establishing boundaries. Maybe you've been saying yes a lot, and that's why you're swamped with things to work with. Maybe you've been a people pleaser too much, so much to the point that you haven't kept track of the promises you've kept, right? So establish boundaries, learn to say no. That's always the start. Learn when to accept positive criticism or constructive criticism, and when someone is just being plain rude. All right. So this is a very, again, intense next 4 weeks for you, but rest assured there's a lot of lessons to be learned within the next 4 weeks. So that's it for you, my group 4 people. And thank you for tuning in. See you in our next videos. Bye-bye.